So good morning, friends. Let me share my screen in Hangout as well. This is both Hangout and also the Webex meeting. The reason why I'm doing both is in case if you want to forward to your friends, you can use my YouTube link as reference um, later so that it can reach out to your friends easily. That being said, let us start with the agenda. I hope you guys can hear me and also you guys can see my screen. And if you don't if you have any issues, please ping me in the chat. Okay, so the today's agenda is I will briefly talk about IT University, then the training model, and then we will get into the other details. So IT University, it's a Dallas-based startup, and we are trying to build the company using training as phase one, but eventually we want to get into other services in IT. So we strongly believe that information technology is rapidly evolving in both application development as well as open source. In case of application development, application development as well as infrastructure. In case of application development, it is evolving towards open source, and with respect to infrastructure, it is evolving towards cloud. So it is posing challenges for people to transition, and to address that issue, we want to provide high quality content at free or affordable cost in the areas of application development, big data, cloud and infrastructure, and also traditional databases and decision support systems such as EWBI. So yeah, as part of the phase one, we will focus on the training, and as part of phase two, we want to get into staffing solutions. So staffing solutions in the sense we will start from defining job description from client to closing the job requirement, and also to keep the resources up to date using our LMS as a platform. So that's the phase two. But for now, we will be primarily focusing on training, and the training is provided using two platforms. The first one is the YouTube channel IT University. So you can click on this link and see the details about the channel. We have around 9,000 subscribers, and we have 900 videos, including this one. And primarily, as of now, most of the content is on big data. But going forward, we want to cover cloud, DevOps, mean stack development, mobile application development, and everything that is relevant in IT as of today. Okay, and then recently I have started the website itversity.com, which you are looking at now, and here you can see that there are two tabs. One is all courses, second one is certification courses. In case of all courses, you will see whatever are the courses that are published, or some of them are still in progress. And certification courses are primarily the certifications given by major vendors. At IT University, we will not issue any certifications, or even we don't even give the exercises. We primarily focus on the certifications provided by the companies. Okay, so you can go to the certification courses as well. And as of now, only one certification course is complete, and I am publishing second certification course also. So the one which is complete is CCS Spark and Hadoop Developer. Already going through my YouTube playlist itself, almost 60-70 people have got certified. Sorry, not this one. This is the one which is the most successful one in our platform. That is the first certification course which we have published, and almost 60 to 70 people got certified just by following my content. And the way I support the vast array of certification aspirants is by having a LinkedIn group called itversity-certifications. So there are 1,200 members in this group. All are IT professionals. It is closely monitored by me, and you can actually go to the discussions in this, and almost 60-70 people have acknowledged that they have cleared the certification just following my content. That being said, let's go on to the further topics. The next one is a training model of the training big data engineer immersion. So at any point in time, if you have any questions, you can actually post the questions in the chat. Make sure you change send to everyone. So in this case, it might be directing towards me. Make sure you send to everyone so that everyone have the reference about the question which I am answering to, and then I will respond to your questions at any time. So don't wait until the last minute. So that being said, now before getting into the training model, let me explain the details about the training itself. So you can go to all courses in my website, and there is this big data engineer immersion course. And don't think that it's just a marketing material which is available in website. Whatever I will be talking as part of the course will be available on the website for free. Okay, and I am also supporting for free with respect to the students. For students, not only the self-paced course or the content which is available on the website is free, I am also supporting for free. I'm only charging the working professionals for this course, and it starts with setting up the development environment on your Mac. When I say development environment, it is including Eclipse. You will be learning Scala and Python as programming languages, not in depth, but at least up to the level you need to be familiar with for most of the certification exams I have covered in detail. You can see this Apache Spark with Scala and Apache Spark with Python. So Scala and Python are programming languages. And also you need to have brief understanding of MapReduce, which is from Java. And especially those who are already Java developers, they can dig into the details of Java MapReduce APIs after going through overview. But others, it is enough to get into overview. If they are interested, they can explore. Otherwise, Scala and Python are more important with respect to big data than Java. Okay. So starting from the development environment, we will start with HDFS, MapReduce, and then we will cover Hive, Scoop. Pig, I might remove from the content because Pig is not very is fading out quickly. It is relevant a couple of years back. Still, it is being used. I will come back to that question, Suhail. I saw the question. I will come back to that. So Pig is fading out, so I might not get into too much details about the Pig, but the content is already available on my channel, so I will provide the references. I might even change it to overview than getting into the details. Rather, I will add one more topic called NoSQL in this, where I will get into enough information where you can explore it further. And then in big data ingestion is key. And there are several technologies which you can use for data ingestion. One is Scoop to get data from relational databases into Hadoop, and the other one is Flume or Kafka. You can actually get data from weblogs into Hadoop. For that, you need to use Flume and Kafka. And then Oozie, which is a workflow tool, and visualization using Tableau. So all these topics, from setting up the development environment to processing the data and also visualizing using Tableau, it will take at least 7 weeks. Okay, 7 to 8 weeks. And then in the last 1 week, you will be already having enough knowledge about the architecture of each of the component. So what I will be doing in the last 1 week is I will try to show you how to set up the Hadoop cluster also. The reason why I am showing it is, this is not a big data developer course. This is a big data engineer course. It's somewhere between big data developer and solutions architect. And big data engineers are supposed to have some understanding or even some hands-on experience on setting up the clusters. The reason why it is important for big data engineer is because they are the ones who will be driving the POCs. They are, so for example, if someone want to set up or explore a new tool to implement for the project, big data engineers are the ones who will play the vital role in setting up the environment and providing the environment for the developers. Sometimes there won't be even developers in the project. It is big data engineer who has to set up the course and also set up the uh, sorry, not the course, set up the environment and also work on the projects. So now let me take the questions. Okay. So the first question is, I will go in the order. Suhail have asked whether I will be covering any other OS other than Mac. So I will be demonstrating on Mac. That doesn't mean that it is Mac. Actually, let me show you. So as part of the setting up development environment, you need to either have access to lab. I will provide the necessary information to get access to the lab, or you have to set up the environment. If you are enrolled for the course, lab access is free. You don't need to worry about the lab access. Otherwise, as part of the setting up development environment, you have to set up the virtualization software. The virtualization software could be VirtualBox or VMware Workstation for Windows or VMware Fusion for Mac. And then you have to create the virtual machine images, which are provided by Cloudera or Hortonworks. So you will be actually working on Linux-based operating system, not on Mac, for most portion of the course. Yes, I'm referring to CloudX Labs. Either I will get access to CloudX Lab, or I will be focusing on my own lab. I might come up with my own lab very soon. Okay, we are in the process of setting it up. If I could not get it, I will get you access on the CloudX Lab. However, if you are talking about setting up the development environment such as Eclipse and Scala IDE, if I will be doing for Windows also, yes, I will be doing that. So I will be recording videos very soon on that aspect also, and you will be covered from that also from that aspect as well. Even if I could not come up with all the content that is available on Mac for Windows, we can work together as part of the live sessions towards the end of the course. So the way the course will go is, the live course will go is, it will be 3 days a week. It will be Monday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night, 8:30 Eastern time, 8:30 to 10 Eastern time. It might extend to 10:15 to 10:30 sometimes. So approximately it will be 5 to 6 hours every week. And as part of each of the session, I will be talking for 80% of the time. Rest 20%, you can ask any questions. I will be troubleshooting the issues. I'll be fixing the issues as well. Okay, so I hope I answered your questions. Let me take the next question from Abhishek. Can we get playlist on Python? Yes, already there is not only playlist but also some content on my website. If you go to the CCS Spark and Hadoop developer, there are, okay, I understand your point. Probably you might be asking for the programming language. Yes, I have that in my agenda. I will be coming up with the Python by October or November. I will be doing that for both Scala and Python. Okay. The next question is this agenda aiming for certification for real-time purpose? It's both actually. So when it comes to certification, it lays the foundation for almost all the available certifications as of today in big data space. People have cleared certifications from Mapper, from Databricks, from Cloudera, from Hortonworks. People cleared developer certifications, administrator certifications, almost everything by using my material as reference. That being said, it does not limit to certification itself. It also focuses on the real time. So for example, as part of the certification course, as part of the certifications, you don't have Flume, you don't have Kafka. And also, most of the certification does not have Woozy, but I will be covering Woozy. And visualization using Tableau. Tableau is nowhere related to any of the courses, but I will be covering that also. When I say any of the courses, certification courses, but I will be covering Tableau as well. So I will try to get you end-to-end perspective of big data by covering almost all the important aspects of the big data projects. I will come back to that, Ayaz. Let me go through the questions one after the other. I saw your question. The next question is from Jnana. Hi, Durga. If we want to utilize the lab, then what are the setup needs to do before start of the class? Um, I will explain that. It's you just so yeah, very good question actually. So if you want to use the CloudX lab, if you are following me, I have conducted few kickoff sessions earlier. Let me show you. Okay. Actually, yeah, it's in the um, course page itself. If you go to the course page, if you if before getting the CloudX lab, you can go through these two videos, and these two videos primarily cover setting up Eclipse and Maven for Java MapReduce and setting up Scala IDE for Eclipse. So these are the ones which you need to be done with. I'll be covering again as part of the course, but these two things take time because you have to download, you have to test, you have to validate, and it has to download all the when you try to build the project, it will try to download all the dependencies and cache internally. So all those things will take time. Otherwise, for actual implementation purposes, it will not take that much time, but to set up the environment, it takes time. So if you have time now, go ahead and start taking care of setting up the IDE by following these two videos, which are on the course homepage. Okay. Ayaj is asking, any plans to come up with NoSQL databases in depth? Yes, I will be doing that, but it will take time. Not any time, not in near time future or near future time. Okay, Suhail is asking, can working professional do the course at their own pace using recording videos and sending out queries through mail, or would it require attending all classes to follow through? Yeah, you can go through the course. You don't need to pay the fee if you just want to go through the videos. But I might not be able to provide the dedicated support if you run into any issues. But you can send the queries in the forums which I will be having, and me or someone else will actually answer your questions. Okay, and also you need to probably have to pay for the lab. Lab will not be free for you. If you don't want to use your laptop, rather if you want to use the lab. So Ganesh is asking, are we going to play around the retail DB on Kickstart VM, or we will have different exciting data sets? So mostly I will be focusing on the retail DB. It's not about the different variations of the projects. It's about the tools which are important for the entire big data engineer job requirements. However, I will be providing a couple of more data sets. One is the New York Stock Exchange data. Second one is the crime data. So, but joining and all those things might not be as friendly as retail DB. Retail DB is a self-contained related data in 6 tables. So it will be easy for me to demonstrate the concepts. Okay, so I will be demonstrating using only retail DB, but you can you will get information related to other data sets using which you can play further. Okay. So Ayaz is asking this question. I will pass on this question. This is a little bit different and out of the context. So I will be I will not be answering this question, Ayaz, about the blog. I will send the details out about the blog setup. Suhail, thanks, Durga. I was talking in context of paid course. Yeah, that's fine. Means you don't need to attend the classes. You just have to follow the content. And yeah, if in case of for the support purpose, you have to join the class, and at the end of the class only, I will be able to ask the question. There won't be any dedicated support even if you pay for the course. Once in a while it is fine. If it is, you can send me an email. I will see if it can be resolved in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. We can have a separate hangout or WebEx session, and I will be resolving the issues if you paid for the course. Otherwise, at the end of the session, you don't need to attend the entire session. You can just log in at the end of the session. You know, for example, if the session happens between 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time, you can join somewhere at 10:15. Somewhere at 9:45, after 1 hour 15 minutes. And after 9:45, whenever I'm done with the explanation, you can ask your question, and I will be glad to provide answers for your question, Suhail. I hope I answered your question. Ayaj is asking, can we get a setup video with Spark, Scala, FBT with IntelliJ IDE? No, IntelliJ is not a paid, is not completely free. There is a community edition, and it is not being used in many places. Eclipse is the most prominent one, so I don't have any intentions to do it on IntelliJ. That being said, if anyone volunteers and if anyone want to create a blog for that, I will provide access, and they can provide the blog for that. Okay, so let's go on to the next topic. The payment is $350. So cost for the lab will be approximately $60 for 6 months. But I will be providing for free for 2 months for the paid for the people who pay for the course. And if I come up with the lab, I might give for extended period for free. But if you have to go through CloudX lab, you will only get it for 2 months. If I am not able to provide the lab, you have to go with the CloudX lab, and you have to pay the CloudX lab cost. They charge $55 for 6 months, and then for 2 months, I think they charge $30 or something. So that is the one which I will be giving for free as part of the course. Okay, but if I come up with the lab, I might give it for 3 months or 4 months, and my cost also will be similar to CloudX lab. It will not be significantly different. Okay, and the cost of the course is $350. You can pay through PayPal. I will come back to that question, Ganesh. You can pay through PayPal, and the PayPal email ID is training@itversity.com. Okay, and those who pay from today to Sunday, those only will be added to the paid course. So you guys can pay through this email ID. If you want invoice, I can do so. Just shoot me an email after after this session. Again, using the same email ID, training@itversity.com, you can shoot me an email, and I will send the invoice to you, and then you can make the payment. Okay, so that's how the payment works. You have to pay $350, and you have to pay it in full before Sunday to get the WebEx invite. Okay, and for students it's free, but there is no live session for students. You will not get the live session invite. You have to do it for at your own pace, and then I will be conducting hangouts every week to clarify any doubt. So if you are a student, Rakesh, go through my yesterday's day before yesterday's hangout or hangout, and you will get the details. Let me paste the video link here. Okay, so you can watch that later to understand how it goes for the students. Suhail is asking, when would be your next immersion program planned? I'm not sure, probably around January or February, because I'm also planning to come up with the cloud and DevOps courses. And until that is done, I will not be conducting another immersion program. Okay, so my primary goal is to get as much content as possible onto the website and channel than running these courses. I'm only running these courses to sustain, because I resigned from the job and I have to run my family. So for that purpose, I am actually doing these live courses once in quarter. I will be doing only one in a quarter. So for next quarter, probably I might start in February. Okay, so the next topic is content details, which I have already covered. Importance of certifications. So certifications and social marketing. Actually, I should have mentioned that as part of the agenda also. Certifications and social networking are the key to get the job. Okay, because you will not be having experience by completing the course. Okay, even though the course is somewhat POC driven and you will understand many topics, but still when you try searching for the jobs, you need to have something to show that you know the skills, and that something is the certification. So you should do at least one or two certifications. Now the certification pattern is changing. Hortonworks is revamping their the pattern. They are setting up something like Red Hat or Oracle certifications, like Hortonworks Certified Associate, Hortonworks Certified Professional, Hortonworks Certified Expert. So if you have to become a Hortonworks Certified Professional, you have to learn many courses or many topics, and then you have to give at least two exams to become HCP. HCA does not have much value in the market. At least you have to be HCP. I think that's the same question Suhail is asking. At least you need to be HCP data engineer or HCP admin, depending upon the area which you want to focus, and you have to go through that. So the next question let me finish off the importance of certifications and social networking. Then I will come back answer Aya's question in a moment. So to answer Suhail's question, yes, it's mandatory to do second level of certification after October 1st. If you want to pursue Hortonworks side of certifications. HCA is not good enough. You have to be HCP. And social networking is very important because especially LinkedIn provides you the data for your network. If you have let's say 1,000 people in your network, you can get the data from LinkedIn, and you can see whoever is already the past colleagues. If any one of them is already working in big data area, you can get the list of all those guys and you can follow up with them to get the job. So tips such as those can get you better strike rate while getting the job. And for that, I have created a playlist sometime back. I haven't completed yet, but I will be completing it very soon. There is something called Effective Job Marketing playlist. And here I have covered how to build your profile, I have gone into LinkedIn details, how to be socially active, and also I have covered advanced job search using job portals, and also I have shown how to build profile using Dice so that you can actually get the calls for the job requirements. So I will recommend you to go through this playlist. I will also create a course or a blog on this topic also, so that people are aware about how to market themselves to transition into big data. So the next question from Ayaz is, anything on data analysis and data science track? No, I'm not focusing on data science track at all at this time, unless someone come back to me and they want to use my platform to provide some data science training. I will not be providing anything. I'm not a data science guy. I'm more of a technology guy. Okay, so the next topic is forums for discussion. So as of now, either you can ask the questions as part of the comment section, and I will be closely monitoring these comments and I will be responding to those, or you can actually be part of my LinkedIn groups. I have different LinkedIn groups for different purposes. For example, we have IT-Versity certifications. It is purely for certification related stuff. IT-Versity Big Data is for big data. IT-Versity Application Development is for application development when I come up with content with respect to application development in future. Active students is for all the students who are pursuing their their degree in the college and who are taking my courses for free. They can be part of active students. But if, irrespective whether you are a student or whether you are going through certification or anything, if you want to ask any questions with respect to big data, this is the group which you should focus on. Okay. And for certifications, for example, people will have questions about the challenges other people are facing with respect to certifications, etc. You can ask the questions in IT Varsity certifications. But for the main, for the course, you have to be part of IT Varsity Big Data group, and you can ask the questions in this group, all the technical questions. Others also will see those questions and they will come back to you on those. They can come back to you on those questions, so that I will not be becoming the bottleneck. So the next question from Shiva is, may I know the course timings? Yes, course timings are Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8:30 a.m. Sorry, 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. US Eastern time. Okay. I want to give back the weekends of the working professionals. So that is the time I'll be focusing on, 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. US Eastern time. If you are in India, it is 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. India time. And can we get use cases, POCs, or from where we can take it up to get more with hands-on? So I again, there are many public data sets, but you hardly get data sets like retail DB. As of now, that's the only thing I have in my mind. Another one is we can get employee data, but the data volume is much smaller than our retail DB. But still, we can use those data sets also to play around. Okay, and also there, when it comes to POC, it's not about the functionality; it's about the technology which you want to explore. So focus on the technology rather than the use case. Okay, you can use the retail DB and you can do as many POCs as you want with that retail DB alone, using whatever technology you want. You can do the POC in a database. You can do the POC in big data. You can do the POC using Tableau as a visualization tool. So you need to expand your technology stack rather than exploring POCs further. That being said, when it comes to performance tuning, it's a different story. You need to have true data sets to understand how your cluster is performing, or how your cluster might perform, and you need to understand the tips to tune the performance of the applications. So my course is not primarily driven towards performance. Performance is the advanced topic. I want to run performance tuning workshops starting from next year. Okay, once I have my lab and I have enough subscribers to my lab, I want to use my lab itself as the workshop to conduct workshops, online workshops in performance tuning, and there I'll be covering the probably I will be covering other data sets to demonstrate the performance tuning aspects of big data. Okay, so let's that's about forums for discussion, and then we will get into the lab. Before that, Ganesh is asking the question: who does the tuning? Data engineer, admin, or developers? It's a combined effort. Everyone need to know everyone need to have knowledge about the contributions they can perform when it comes to performance tuning. It's not one man effort. Administrators need to have how to troubleshoot the issues from the cluster perspective, whether the cluster is configured properly or not. Data engineers also need to have both admin side aspects of it and also the developer aspects of it. Developers need to primarily focus on the developers aspect. So it's the responsibility of everyone. Okay. Again, we will get back to that a little bit later. About performance tuning, it is a little bit out of context, but to answer your question, Ganesh, it's the responsibility about of everyone. Data engineers has to have end-to-end knowledge. Administrators has to have fine tuning the cluster from the setup perspective, and developers needs to have enough knowledge to use cluster effectively to process the data. For example, partitioning, administrators might not be able to add much value. Developers are the ones who need to understand the partitioning strategy, and they have to come up with the partitioning strategy to address the performance issues. So it's a combined effort. Ayaz is asking any problem statement which we can create end-to-end application, because understanding technology is one thing and making all these working together is a bit challenging. Yeah, that's what Retail DB is the perfect are the tools which are provided by Cloudera is the perfect one which I have seen so far. I haven't come across any other end-to-end applications to do the POCs end-to-end. Retail DB is the only one which I have seen so far, and creating that one is a daunting task. It's not easy task to come up with such kind of data set. So Abhid is asking, I'm actually fresher. Do I have an opportunity to get into the big data field, or is it like I should have any working experience to get into it? Definitely, freshers also will have the opportunities to work in this area. But if you already graduated, going through big data engineer immersion course might be challenging for you. It will take long-term effort to learn the course and then to try the jobs on that. So when it comes to fresher, typically the market will not hire for big data. They will hire for software engineer or software developer position, and they will place you in any area. Okay, so you need to understand the market from that perspective, and very few opportunities will be there to take you in the big data. So if you are just BE and if you are in India and if you learn big data, you will be learning some of the important concepts, but it might not add much value to your profile to get a job as a fresher. As a fresher, you need to more focus on the data structures, the arithmetic, aptitude. Sorry, data structures, aptitude, etc. To get the break as a fresher more than these technologies, especially in India. Harnath is asking, does the course requires any prerequisites? No, you don't need any prerequisites. As long as you are you have some IT background, you can take this course. We will go to the fundamentals of it, and but your effort will vary depending upon the background and also the learning skills, Harnath. So, for example, I will be spending 5 to 6 hours every week with you guys as part of the training. On top of that, if you are already a Java developer or if you are already a ETL developer, on average, you have to spend another 5 to 6 hours or even less every week. But if you are from the mainframes background, the amount of effort you have to put will be much longer. On average, you might have to put 8 to 10 hours every week on top of 5 to 6 hours which I'm providing. So it all depends upon your background and your learning abilities. So that's how it works. And you don't need to put all the effort at the time of the course itself. If you could not put that much of additional effort as the course proceeds, you can put the effort after the course, because the material will be available online, and I will be there, or the forums will be there to support you. You will be able to build the skills by taking a little bit of longer time. Okay, and then the last one is lab. So either you will be getting access to the CloudX lab. So the CloudX lab is this one. It's a Bangalore-based company. And already I have taken one course a couple of months back, and people have used this quite extensively. They even took 6 months subscription beyond beyond the 2 months which I have provided to them. So as of now, feedback is good. But the reason why I want to have my own lab will be that I will have a lot more flexibility to conduct workshops such as performance tuning in future. But that being said, I want to go with a caution. So I want to see the interest from the people, and then I want to provide the lab, because providing the lab is quite expensive for me. It will take at least $1,000 to $1,500 every month to provide the lab at a decent size, like 5 node or 6 node cluster. So I want to see the interest of the people slowly, and then I will focus on building the lab. Already we have the website. Big Data Labs is the website. Only thing is I need to bring up the cluster, and I have to integrate with my website. Then people can start practicing on my lab as well. Okay, so I will announce as and when everything is working together, and you can start using it. So all the paid students will get access at least for 2 months or 3 months. For CloudX Lab, it is only for 2 months. But for if it is my website, I will give it for 3 months or 4 months, whatever I feel is feasible, depending upon the size of the cluster. Yes, CloudX or my lab will be shared cluster among the students. You will get the similar experience as you will do it in the development environment, and you have to use it with caution. It's a lab. It's not the true environment. It's a 6-node cluster with limited capacity. So you cannot just bring the huge volumes of data and start exploding with performance tuning use cases. Okay, but functionally it will work. Okay, so any questions? I hope I have covered all the relevant details. Again, if you have to make the payment, training@itversity.com. You can pay through PayPal using this email ID. The fee is $350, and the course will go for 2 months. And the schedule is Monday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. US Eastern Time. Okay, and also if you can also go to my website and click on this Make a Donation button, and you can make the payment from this also. And Suhail is asking, yes, Suhail, I will be willing to collaborate. Okay, so you can pay from this page as well, or you can actually directly go to paypal.com, and you can pay through pay using my email ID also, which is training@itversity.com. If you need invoice, you can send me an email to training@itversity.com, and I will send you the invoice, and then you can make the payment. And only those who got paid will get the WebEx invitation starting from next Tuesday. The course will start from next Tuesday morning India time, and US Monday night US time. Okay, so please share the please spread the word with your friends, whether they are students or whether they are working professionals, whether they want to take it for free or whether they want to pay fee and be part of the live sessions. It doesn't matter. Please share the word, and I will be conducting these hangouts regularly so that people are aware of what I'm trying to do, and they can learn the content the way they want. Okay. That being said, thank you very much, and have a nice one. Bye. And let me close the Hangout also. Before closing the Hangout, I want to show my face. and then I want to bid at you. Okay, let me show my face. Have a nice one. Bye.